Let's see. Let's see if we're.
Wait.
All right. Yeah. I don't know, Logan. I don't. We're on Twitter. We're on. We're on. We're on Twitter. We're on X. Let's see if we get up on YouTube.
He said we're starting slowly.
We're starting slowly. The Twitter viewers are rolling in.
Hey.
We got 3 people on Twitter. We got nobody on YouTube yet. Man, Twitter, you all are here tonight, man.
Yeah. The joys of being live.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. We're live on YouTube. Yeah. Hey. So look, everybody, as you're just showing up, and if you're watching this on delay, you get the fun of us trying to untangle a restream. We're between episodes. We're like, I don't know. We're in this weird space between Let's Talk Lorcana episodes. We're not going to do episode 100 tonight, as we announced. It's there's a lot going on. We're not ready, and so this is a halfway episode.
Just the interim between all the embargoes on talking about some things for Fabled have been lifted, but Fabled's not actually out yet. So I don't know. This is always kind of like the weirdest part. Waiting between sets, right? Like waiting for us to get like everybody to get physical cards in hand, but also knowing what all of those physical cards are going to be. So
yeah,
no one's playing set 8 anymore. It's officially gone. So now we're in the new world of rotation.
Right, in the new world without the cards yet.
Yeah.
Fair Grunting pointing out we're on the wrong side. We flipped us around. So thanks for keeping us honest. Yeah, so if you're just joining us, like just to recap kind of what I fumbled over in the opening there, we have our 100th episode coming up. It was going to be this week. It was going to be a big deal. We're going to have a lot of guests. It was going to be a lot of fun. We just didn't pull it together. And with the embargo lifting today, and with other stuff going on, we're just not in the right headspace for the big celebration episode. Not there yet. So we're going to delay next week and do something really fun, do a bunch of giveaways, have a bunch of guests. Hopefully we get it up and running. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come back for that. This week, though, Logan and I are going to chat. Maybe we'll bring in a guest. I don't know. We'll see. Fabled is on the street. We saw a bunch of stuff today. We know all the things. I think we know all the things now, Logan.
Surely we know all of the things after
the
thing we don't talk about, right?
Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about it. And so we're going to have a good time. So if you're joining us, look at people rolling in. Look at that. I have to admit, Logan, I had to get the Facebook like relinked. I was very concerned about the one person who watches on Facebook every week. So
not the one guy, the one trooper that comes in every week.
Can you imagine like if he showed up and was like, hey, I'm here, and then couldn't access it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so throughout the chat, if you have any questions about Fabled, any of the products, any our thoughts on the set, if you have points you want to make, let us know. We're here tonight to chill and answer your questions and just hang out for about an hour. And yeah, Logan, I had the chance to open a booster box.
I'm very jealous of you. I saw all of the fun videos that you posted, and R&B and I have been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. We were both pretty adamant on not buying any sealed product and just, saving money this time around. R&B and I are kind of known for splurging every time every set comes out because we want to have all of the cards the first weekend, so I never have to think about it again. And with there being so few new cards this set, it just kind of made sense financially, like, all right, we'll just get all the singles the first weekend. Maybe I won't have all of them the first day, but I'll try to get all the important ones, so I'll find a vendor. But between all of the epics and the legendaries that they've knocked it out of the park with, and the couple of iconic super chases, I think this is kind of shaping up to be one of the most purchased sets of Lorcana. I'd be surprised if that's not the case.
Yeah. I agree with you. I'm going to do a whole video on this later, but I think this set is going to sell like gangbusters. I think that there is a significant part, a not insignificant part of the player base who will not buy anything because they are pure players who, have the singles they need. There's not a lot of new cards, and so their perspective is they're just going to buy some singles, and I get that. But speaking from experience, this set is really fun to open. It's really fun to open. And
Well, I mean, just from like a collector and casual side, I think this set is better for that part of the community more so than any set has been up to this point.
yeah,
And that's good. That's really good. We also had Pokemon Worlds this past weekend. And so a lot of people were, kind of looking at the production value and kind of saying, well, this is like what we can get up to, and this would be amazing. And I think we're finally getting into an area where our pack opening experience is getting close to that.
yeah. No, it's funny you say that because for the first for the first 2 sets for sure of Lorcana, of course, all of us were like open every pack that you can get your hands on because for the longest time we couldn't. And so that was the Lorcana experience. Just open packs, look for those like expensive legendaries, experience the cards because you just can get anything. And then Inklands happened and there was a lot of packs, there were packs everywhere. And then from then on, it did get to this point where like after you opened a couple boxes or even a box, you didn't, because it's enchanted or bust.
Well, so like it's yes and no. For me, like every set since Inklands, I've started off each set with 2 cases.
Okay.
And that most of the time got me within like 10 to 12 cards of having 4x of every card in the set.
That's true. You are a playset collector across the board.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah,
I don't. Well, I'm not a shiny guy. I want 4 of each card.
You need the tools in your arsenal, right?
Yeah, like not the max rarity. I just need 4 of each card because if any of them end up being good, then I'll have them. Like right now, there are some people that this set will benefit because maybe you just haven't had access to some of those cards that are coming back, or maybe you didn't think about that before. So now it's kind of an easy way to get them. I've just kind of slowly over the past 2 years, that's how my mindset was because I was like, if they do a rotation, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything from that. So I don't have to scramble and be like, this random legendary that hasn't seen play for like 4 sets is all of a sudden good. So everybody who was scrambling to get Tianas, I got them week 1 of that set.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. It's. I mean, you as a competitive player, you need the tools in your arsenal. The kit in your kit bag. The weapons at your disposal. So I get it. So yeah, box openings for you. I get it. Fill that need. But I think for most people, I would go on a limb and say for most people, I will. Put myself in this category. I'm a pretty big collector, a huge collector and player. Not as competitive as you and the other Maelstrom guys, but there does come a point where like I've got packs sitting around. I've got packs sitting here, and I'm like, there's only the odds of getting something in this pack worthwhile are so low that they just become not fun to open. And I had this experience where Surging Sparks came out a while ago for Pokemon, and I was like, I like Pikachu. I wonder what this is. Pokemon seems to be all the rage. Let me open one of these packs. And I got an illustration rare in my first pack, and I was like, what is this?
And now the bug has been hit.
Oh, it's bad. It's really bad. But like the pack opening experience in Pokemon is so good because there's just so many possibilities. And
I'm pretty sure every card has an alternate art. If not all, most.
Yeah. Sorry, you switched over to Aaron's headphones for a second. But yeah, like every card has some like alternate, kit got rotated. I'm
very sad about it. I'm not gonna lie. That was there were very few cards on my like please come back list, and Cloud Kicker was one of them.
Yeah. Mine too. It's one of the come from behind, the catch up cards. And this is joke of the evening so far. Chat, see if you can beat it. Hilarious. But no, like so Pokemon's fun to open. Yeah. So like I have that same experience with Fabled, and of course the set's new, so maybe that'll dissipate. But there's a few things about it to me that make it really fun. At the top end, the very, very top end, like this pack right here, which will open before the end of the show. This pack right here could have an Iconic in it. And like that possibility is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But like now
even
we have so many levels in between that, right? Before it was like you want the foil card that's worth something or an enchanted, and if you didn't get one of those two things, is like, what am I really searching for? But now you actually have, you have the epics, you have the possibility of an iconic, you have so many legendaries this set, or not legendaries, but enchanteds this set. I don't think there was a single one that I looked at and was like, I would be upset if I got that. Like all of the artwork was fantastic.
Mhm.
And some of them were cards that people have been asking for more alternate arts for since set one. Um, some have just been kind of iconic. Not the labeling, but some have just been kind of iconic artwork for Lorcana as we've been playing the game. Things that were on the box art, things that they've been showing off on the websites to kind of promote the game. And I really think that I genuinely think like each set, I look at all the enchanters and I'm like, man, how could it keep getting better? And then this set came out, I was like, oh, how could it?
Yeah,
How can they get better?
it's better. Yeah. And possibly, even the presence of epic cards in the set means that the enchanteds have to like push themselves even harder, I feel like.
Yeah.
And the other thing I'll say, like two other points that I think are kind of lost sometimes to many folks, and I think less so now that we're seeing the boxes open, but we're focused on the iconics, we're focused on the epics. I think epics are a bigger deal than iconics because if what we're seeing is true, and it seems like the average is about 2 per box based on our very, 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 very small sample size. You're looking at about 1 in every 12 packs, which feels pretty good. So, a 1 in 12 chance in this single pack of having an epic feels pretty good. But the other thing is, for cards that are returning that were printed in set 5 and before, those were all printed with cold foil treatment. The new are printed with a silver foil treatment. And so even if cards are returning, you're getting alternate versions of those cards in the foils, which is good. And then the legendaries, for legendary reprints, I cannot explain to you how much better Hades is in this set than set 1. Like, if you're playing Hades and you're not playing the enchanted, and why wouldn't you play the enchanted? But like, you want 4 of the new ones because they look so much better.
Well, because like now they have the embossed character thing, and also that new hollow foil stamp on the legendary thing at the bottom, right?
Which is like, it pops. It's so good. When you see that peeking out from underneath the card when you're doing a pack opening, it's really good.
It's almost as exciting as seeing an enchanted. Just
Yeah,
seeing the hollow foil stamp at the bottom.
Gosh, I could see. Was asking.
Did he see a new Hades? Did you pull a new Hades?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hold on.
Not the enchanted, surely.
No, everybody can see my pajama pants now. That's
the veil is lifted. Everybody knows that he's a father with pajama pants.
That's the vibe tonight. Hold on. I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna spend like 2 seconds trying to find this Hades in this pile.
Goes on the scavenger hunt trying to find the thing that we're showing off, which I guess is a good moment to let everybody know. Fabled comes out not this coming weekend, but the weekend after.
Yeah. All right. Let's do a little. I think I have it here. Okay. So, I mean, here he is in all his glory. It's new Hades. And
oh, okay.
So you get the gloss foil, or the gloss on the, there it is.
Yeah.
Which looks really good. And then like the foil stamp on the bottom, when it peeks out, it gives that dopamine hit off this is so much better. I think that's the best I can do on this camera. It's just so good.
He's definitely upgraded from set 1.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, it's just good. The other fun note, so I was not tracking this card as coming back epic.
I wasn't tracking that card coming back, but here we are.
This one, yeah, kind of a random card, but
the epics do look good.
So the epics look really good, and you can't. I'm gonna see if I can get to the light to catch it, but like the gloss foil, they've hit on this card the Ursula, and then they've got her lightning bolts as well. That gloss there.
Yeah.
and on top of the
And then
foil,
they have that. Is that cold foil or
no, it's like a rainbow. It's like a
rainbow foil? Yeah.
yeah. Um, but it's really cool. The other thing I'll note, and I point this out like every single time, um, what the expanded artwork is doing is actually giving us more artwork. There are games where like full art cards are actually just like zoomed in parts of the like zoomed in on the art.
Yeah.
So it just gets rid of the frame. And here, removing the frame actually gives you more art. Which, and I don't know the size of the files, but which in older cards may have required the artist to go back and expand the card art to give them more bleed.
Yeah, like I imagine the Cusco epic. Like I don't know that we ever saw anything other than the card piece of it. So I don't know if there was anything past those borders. So it's very likely that that's what they had to do to just expand it a little bit. I like that the epics just expand the top part of the card instead of bleeding into the
Yeah.
bottom half. I think that would have been a little bit too much and still differentiates them from being what they are.
Yeah. Here's the
Oh,
only other
it looks so good though.
epic. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to catch the.
Oh, there it went.
Yeah, just like barely.
He just has so much going on in the background.
Yeah,
There
so,
it is.
so there you can see the gloss, and again you're getting more art here. You see even that the floor there. Oh, that's his leg. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, yeah, they're really good. They're really nice, and depending on the card, I think some of these will be fairly. I mean, not super expensive, but
Not more expensive than than just regular foils. So
I'm gonna make here's a hot take. There will be some epics. The top tier epics will be worth more than the bottom tier enchanteds.
oh yeah, I agree. As much as I love the Steamboat Willie Enchanted, I don't know that one's going to be highly sought after. It might because Mickey price stamp, but it being just a 3/4 Emerald Vanilla, I imagine that the Epic Cusco or the Epic Be King Undisputed is going to just kind of overtake it.
I agree. This card I'm showing to highlight one of the points you're making for, like to this point, this card very well played. If you're going to bling out your deck, the only version of this card you had was the cold foil from set 1. Now we're getting it in an alternate treatment since we've gone to this new foiling where you have the foiling in the text box and everything else. So like depending on what you consider the top tier bling, if you're a player who shines out your deck, the new treatment gives you something else to chase with your playable cards.
I'm weird, I guess. I prefer the old cold foils, but I think it's
Some
just
people do.
I think it's just straight like nostalgia talking. I will say that like the first time I opened one of the new foils and the whole card had it blinged out and like even down to the text box, I was like, ooh, that is pretty. But then I put it next to one of my old cold foil and I was like, I think the new ones bling a little bit harder, but there's something about the old cold foils that really just kind of stuck out to me.
They also don't curl as bad. So there's ups and downs to each one, but
Yeah.
cold foils don't curl. And here's Bruno hiding.
I don't know what to think about that.
Yeah.
It being the count being 0 is 204.
Yeah.
0 out of 204.
I don't think the camera can pick it up, but
yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's cheeky. I think it's funny. I think it's kind of like what they did with Stitch, right? They made him 626.
Yeah,
very rightfully so. Little flavor things like that. I think you can get away with doing things like that in Disney Lorcana because we have characters that do those things, like Stitch being 606. Bruno, we don't talk about him, so he's 0 out of 204. He's hidden. I don't know what else we could really go for as far as like numbers, but I'm sure there's going to be much better Disney aficionados that are going to get there before me.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking before the show, and you're like, I don't like the precedent this sets, and I kind of agree with you. Like, if there are 0 cards in every set, or like but like the same way Stitch was kind of a one-off that we get we get one of these fun tricks here or there. I think it's kind of fun. I
Yeah.
And I like that it's subject. Like the key thing with Bruno, like we don't talk about him, yeah, but the other thing about this card is his subtitle is Undetected Uncle, which is perfect, right? Like that allows you to get away with this. With another version of Bruno, it's not the same.
Yeah, no, I agree. And again, same thing with the Stitch. I do think it's fun. I do think it's like one of those things that are very unique to our games, and anybody who has watched the movies or gets into the actual Disney lore can enjoy it more. It's just the weird precedent that having a 0 card in the set, because then people can all, well, what's the 0 card this set, or what's the 205 card, right? Like generally those slots are saved for the enchanteds, but maybe we'll change it up and see how it goes. I don't know. I'm in a weird spot with it, because on the one hand it's very, very fun, but on the other hand it sets weird expectations.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like it every now and then. One other note. So just because he says, so Steven is in the green room, Steven Gettle, we're going to bring him in eventually, but he's saying in the green room that he hasn't seen the puzzle or any lore cards yet. Have people in the chat not seen it yet?
The cards at the back of the pack?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen any of those.
So I was thinking, as soon as he said that, I was thinking it's going to be very difficult to I can't hold up a 9x9.
But did you actually finish it out?
Yep, I did.
Ooh. How many artworks are in this one? Because I think the last 2 sets we had 2 separate artworks, right?
Just one.
Okay. Are there lores along with the?
No.
Ooh,
no, it's pretty straightforward.
So it's just the one art. Okay, so we're going back to like Ursula's Return rules.
I have a really fun video if people want to see it that I finished about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, let's do it.
If people want to see it. Okay. There's no audio here, unfortunately, because I put the audio on when I uploaded it to socials and stuff. But if for anybody who wants to see the puzzle, here it is. Just imagine eye to eye playing. So Pluto and Daisy wanted to help here put this together.
Oh, that's cool.
There he is. It's power concept art of Powerline, and it's by Lorcana artist Max Ulcheni, who made I think his debut, and it was like set 6, I think, but concept artist. And all of the, that's his concept piece on top, and then all around him in the background you can see various versions of Powerline, and they're all concept pieces. So we're going back to the concept art days of like set 1 and 2 with a 9x9, and it's really freaking cool.
No, it's really cool. Actually, set 2, I think it was 2x2.
It was, yeah.
Because it was the underwater mini.
Yep. Same with by Adam Fenton. Same with
Ursula's Return was the first one that was 3x3.
Yeah, but that wasn't a concept piece. That was
oh, it was her like the story piece, not concept. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, set 2 concept piece. I was thinking like size wise, but yeah.
I have one more like really fun. Okay, hold on. I gotta find these puzzle pieces real quick. I've got one really fun.
So that art, while that art, the one that's in color is enchanted, all of the pieces behind him are the concept arts that got him to that piece.
If you look, yeah. So the other, there's a fun tidbit here, and like nobody cares, but I thought it was hilarious. So we finished the puzzle, and then we had extra puzzle pieces on the side. So on the reverse, I gotta go full for this. This is fun, nerds. This is what you get when we don't schedule a show. It's just us talking.
See, but I like the artwork stuff at the back. You can ask Colors Law. I get real nerdy about those real quick. Like the last couple of sets we've opened product together, and the start, I'm like, all right, we have to find all the art pieces because I have to have the artwork to put at the back of the binder.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to find an example of what I'm going to talk about here. Okay, cool. There's one. Okay. So on the reverse of these, you have a couple things. One, it's the first time Robin's Burger is advertising their other products. So here they're advertising Chronicles of Light, which is a fun Disney-based game, as well as Villainous. So that's kind of cool. Then, of course, you have your obligatory QR code to go to DisneyLorcana.com to learn more. And there's one more. So here is download the companion app.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's the first time that's happened too.
Yeah. Yep. So these are fun. I mean, they're actually good. Like they're not super fun, but they're actually good ads. But here's the funny, super nerdy thing. And I lost the example of what I was going to use. So I said to myself, I wonder if those ads are like locked to particular pieces, if you know what I mean. And they're not.
Yeah.
So here's the same piece. Here's different reverses.
Oh.
So in theory, if you're like the ultimate completionist of completionists, you have to collect
all 3 of those on each piece of the artworks.
Yep. And
which one was like the most, the highest rarity of whatever that is.
Right. And in theory, there's like an ultimate like puzzle collector challenge you could set for yourself where you have to collect a 9x9 with all of the same back.
Yeah, all of the same. That's
yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, isn't that
I like that though?
Isn't that the art from the enchantment? That might be the art from the enchantment. It's like a concept piece for the enchantment.
That's what I said. So like the colored piece, it is his outfit, and it's just a different pose that's on the enchanted card, but all the stuff behind it is the concept art.
Yeah, and you can kind of tell it's a concept piece when you look at him because he's not quite. It's definitely like a
just kind of sketched out instead of yeah.
So it's the puzzle cards. Really cool. Like I like it. There's only 9, but the piece is really, really cool. And I love when concept artists get to shine. I say this in all my videos. I'm gonna say it again. Like Max, the concept artist, is actually a pretty big deal in the digital art world, and particularly in the Lorcana world, because he's an artist that a lot of people look up to, and but he's also a digital brush creator, and he sells digital brush packs that a lot of Lorcana artists use. A lot of them use. I would say the preponderance of them probably use. So his fingerprints are all over Lorcana. So it's cool to see him get to shine in that concept art piece.
No, I mean, I thought when I first saw the Mickey and Minnie of Fabled, I thought the entirety of the set was going to be kind of labeled after those two. I'm still kind of a little disappointed that they didn't go with that old timey feel. Like again, Colors Law and I this week we were watching old episodes of House of Mouse. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah.
Well, there's the whole thing of House of Mouse is they're running like a dinner theater thing, and they just constantly show the older Disney cartoons throughout the episodes, throughout the night, and that somehow ties into the story of what's going on. And I'm just a sucker for the old style Mickey Minnie. They don't quite have the whites of their eyes yet. It's still just
I'm listening.
It's still just that black mono look to it. It's all kind of got like a rough sketch feel to it. So I was hoping like the majority of the set would be kind of going back to that. So we'd see like old school Donald, old school Goofy, maybe some of the return of all of those old school cartoons. I'm not upset because we did get like the huge payoff that is a Goofy movie cards, and showing off Powerline and different versions of Max and PJ finally in the game.
Yeah,
but I like the direction I'm going with it. It's different from what I imagined.
So I kind of agree. Like I think when we saw Fabled, I thought the whole set would be stylized in that. And it's we got great cards. But it is a bummer that you don't get the same, all of the characters to match that same aesthetic as the
Yeah.
Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah, like the iconic cards just had such a strong theming out the gate that I was like, oh well, I mean, this would be such a cool thing to let people run away with, right? Like
Yeah,
any of the Storyborn or Floodborn or any of the Dreamborn or Floodborns that we got, like that, like right, like
it's so good.
that's an old school Mickey. Like it still feels like old school Mickey, but it looks so good.
Yeah, this card might be one of my favorites in the set, even in the non-iconic version. But yeah, no, highlighting your point. It'd be nice if we had everything in that. But still some great stuff. A couple other fun notes, actually, that I'm not sure. Fun little nerdy tidbit notes. Card sleeves. We've moved away from the boxes. I can't remember. I think last set we were still in the boxes.
I think
Maybe I'm wrong. But in Japan and in Asia, they've been using these plastic bags. And now we're getting kind of these resealable plastic bags with the sleeves, which is actually kind of nice.
I like the resealable bags more. Yeah.
I like this a lot better. So yay to those. And yeah, fun note if anybody uses them. I did sleeve up a starter deck with the goofy sleeves. I haven't done any durability testing on them yet. I will double sleeve these in a bit. But they really look good. And
that's always been my problem with some of the Disney sleeves. The artwork is fantastic. Like the Ursula Returns one with all the purple and the foil and like the tentacles effect on it. But they split so easily if you don't have protectors over them.
Yeah, I totally agree. And to be honest, like, do the sleeves? I don't know. I tell you what, I will do a durability test later on the new ones when we get more. These are my only set, so I'm not gonna wreck them.
Absolutely, don't destroy the first ones.
Yeah. But something else I wanted to highlight. Okay, so you're opening packs of cards, and you hit a super rare, and it's a foil super rare, and you're like, oh, this is great. This is a huge hit. Foil super rare. This is awesome. You pull it back, and it is Aurora Dreaming Guardian, which comes in cold foil in the starter decks. Feels bad. Every time you hit a foil, that's one of the starter deck foils because there are a lot of them out there. So it doesn't even feel like a hit anymore, right? Okay. Not a problem anymore. We saw this on the box. I don't know how many people highlighted it, but the starter deck cards, the lead cards, have a rainbow foil treatment now.
Ooh. And that's different than what you open in the packs?
Yes.
Ooh.
So in the packs, see how you get that textured kind of rainbow foiling effect?
Yeah.
The packs don't have rainbow foil. It's a silver foil. So actually, okay, if we want to get nerdy terminology, I've actually talked to people behind the scenes about this. This is one of the only few rainbow foils in the game. Rainbow foil applies specifically to this type of foiling where you can see the different colors. Mm-hmm. The cards that we get in the normal packs now are not technically rainbow foil. They're like a silver. They're called like a silver or something foil. But we use the term rainbow foil because we just don't have another word in common vernacular. And half the community still uses cold foil for them, which is wrong. Not cold foils. No matter what TCG player says, stop it. Because this is important, right? Like it's important to differentiate when you're talking now to collect. I'm looking at the wrong camera. When we talk to collectors and people you're trading with, whether you're talking about cold foil or rainbow foil or hollow foil, because they're different. So this is a perfect example. This is a rainbow foil version of this card, and it only comes in the starter decks. And so now you have to get your silver foil version of this card out of the packs, and you get the rainbow foil out of the starters.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. So, yeah.
More reasons, and also just more reasons for people who aren't new players to get starter decks now, right? Like before, I feel like that's kind of where starter decks have faltered. If you are competitive in any way, I don't know. I mean, I haven't bought a starter deck since set 2, just being honest. And set 2, I bought starter decks because I needed Mims and rabbits, and that was kind of like the easiest way to guarantee to get them. So now, there being a different rarity, Uber collectors might just like try to find all the starter decks.
Yeah. I agree. So there's really fascinating like starter deck economics that go on sometimes. The last time I remember it was when Madam Mim Fox was like a $5 or $6 card, and Rabbit was sitting about $1.50, $2. You do the math on that with just the Fox and the Rabbit, you're at about $8, $8.50. Then you add in the booster pack you get, and Rise of the Floodmore starter decks were available for a time for like $11 or $12 in a lot of places. Yeah. And with just those cards, you've already paid for the starter deck. So like if either of these cards become like really played, like it is, well, you do have the enchanted version, but below the enchanted version, like it is possible these cards hold some value. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go-Go Tamago was in a starter. That's true. That's true. Go-Go. Yeah, another example. So I do love watching starter deck economics, because as you track those cards, if some of them become pretty well played, like you can. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a point in time where Madam M Fox was like a $9 card.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah.
I remember when like she spiked to that much, and yeah, I was seeing people like, should we just go buy all of the Merlin starter decks? Cause
yeah, I mean, and that was the same time Gateway came out, and Gateway had one as well.
Yeah.
And so when Gateway went on sale, all of a sudden, like the economics of that box were like, you know, maybe I should just rip out all the Foxes. And,
maybe it's worth it to have it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ashamed or proud to admit that I have 15 Gateways stacked up in my closet.
Why?
Because they were on sale for like $8, and I was like, these can't be a bad buy for $8 on Amazon.
I mean, I'm not saying they're a bad buy. I'm just saying, what are you gonna do with 15 Gateways, my guy?
I don't know. I have no idea. In maybe there'll be a fun piece of history someday, or like,
sure.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, here's the thing. Let's bookmark this. Like 2 years from now, we'll revisit this conversation and see if Gateways are like a collectible, or if they're just wasting space in my
easy
closet. There are also 5 copies of Villainous with the promo in it, because they were on sale for like $11, and I was like,
oh yeah, the Prince John promo.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I think that's all my tchotchkes. There's a promo in here. That's cool.
Is that the Park Mickey?
Yeah, it's like it's our what, like our like 7th version of this card.
Look, that's the Mickey that when you think of Mickey, that's what you see in your head. So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, so it's interesting because so we're getting the Glimmer foil treatment on it that we've gotten on a bunch of other cards, and it's like our bajillionth version of this promo, and he's not really played. So you can tell, I think, like the intent of this card is not to get Lorcana players to buy puzzles. It's to get puzzlers to buy Lorcana cards, I feel like. Of course, it goes both ways, but that seems to be the gist. All right. Put these back up here. And yeah. Should we Gateway and clearance and debating? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like, if you have anybody that is even remotely interested in playing the game, I will say Gateway has been one of the best introductions to playing a card game that I've ever experienced. And that's, obviously I'm biased and I like Disney Lorcana, but legitimately it does such a good job of teaching you how to play the game.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. 6 Gateways purchased. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of playable cards in there, actually. Fox and Rabbit, and great to give away from people. Yep. Liam's gonna start a training program. Yep. There's a Let's Get Down to Business montage somewhere here.
He's going to Gen Con with all of his Gateways next year.
Yeah, just in a giant backpack, just to give out to people. So I don't know, Logan. We got about 15 minutes left before we say we're going to wrap. Just get another perspective in here before I open this Fabled pack and pull out an iconic card. Do you want to say hi to Steven?
Absolutely. Say hi to Steven.
Let's bring in Steven. Steven, for those of you who don't know, like Steven does a lot behind the scenes, kind of like producing on the show, and he's also runs the Lorcana History or Day in Lorcana History Twitter feed or X feed, which is a lot of fun. There's now that the game is like 2 years old, there's a lot of memories that circle back up every so often, and so there's a lot of stuff Steven does behind the scenes. So really excited to have him on camera here today instead of just sitting in the green room and or sitting in the background supporting us. So let's bring in Steven. You ready? Are you ready? oh hi.
Hey, how's it going, Liam?
Hey,
how's it going, Logan?
How you doing?
Well, what's afoot?
Oh, not much. Just putting some socks on. It's cold here.
Yeah, it's
not that cold here, actually.
I was about to say, I wish it was cold here. I was bamboozled this morning and was told it was going to stay 60 till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then by 9:30 it was almost 80 degrees. So
yeah, it's Steven, you're from Vancouver, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's Celsius up here. I don't really know what 60 is. I know 100. I know what 100 feels like because I've felt that before. I think 80 is pretty nice. That's what you want it to be outside, right?
No, I was dying.
Too hot, too cold.
Down
Way
here,
too hot.
80 is wonderful. It was 107 today.
Yeah, that's too much.
Today.
That's we don't go outside weather.
That is true.
Today we were 22 degrees Celsius.
That is crazy talk.
That is,
I also don't know what that
nice.
means.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's okay. We're dumb Americans, and eventually, like, we'll get with the program. But like,
do you speak Celsius, Logan? Because I don't speak Celsius.
I know that 0 Celsius is freezing.
That's true. I can tell you that.
That's correct.
Yeah. So before we keep chatting, if you're still here in the chat, if you have any like questions, we want to hear your hot takes about Fabled. We want to hear your questions. We will opine on whatever. So feel free to ask. And then I do have this Fabled pack to open here.
As you're doing that, is that all of the pins on your Mickey board, Steven?
Yes.
Are you missing?
That is no. I have recently caught up with the last few sets of organized play. This is just sets 1 to 6. That's about all that would fit on that. So,
but do you have every Lorcana pin there is to have?
No, because very few people have the pin that was given out at Worlds. Very few. Like you probably don't. I don't know. Maybe you do. You've got some friends. You got some teammates.
I don't have a Worlds pin. My partner does though.
Cool. I do have a couple of rare pins, including the national or the North American Championship pin.
Yeah.
Which is also the same as the European Championship pin. And I have one of these, which we all have.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Unlimited Tiers trivia pin.
Yeah. I have like 5 that I still need to send out. I've got a tracker, like I haven't forgotten. I just need to send them out. So I apologize to anybody out there who has not gotten them yet. They're coming.
5 is a pretty good number. I mean, that's not that many, relatively speaking. So good
it's
job.
Not, but it's still. Yeah, okay. Like it's not, but like, how long have they been delinquent? That's the other.
Well, see, you're not going to share that information.
Yeah, that's the other.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Diet Coke Invitational pin. Is that
Diet Coke Invitational pins exist?
Is that a thing? I
didn't know there was a thing like
is
that.
Is that a thing? I don't know that that's a thing. I think I've not seen evidence of such a thing existing. So
yeah, we will have to see evidence in order for us to believe that someone doesn't have a Diet Coke Invitational pin.
Let's see the evidence.
You think we're going to see the evidence in the next like 10 minutes? Is that a possibility?
Maybe.
Speaking of evidence, Steven, like I don't know that you go to a lot of in-person events, do you?
I don't. I mean, I'm way up in the Northwest. So I got to DLC Vegas last year, and I got to DLC Seattle last year, and I'm going to DLC Milwaukee this year. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll get to see each other.
Yeah,
Maybe all three
that
of
was my
us?
follow-up question. I was like, will you be in it's Milwaukee? Because, man, the whole team is going to be there. So,
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm really excited to get to hang out with you for a bit. Liam might be there. We won't know until close to the event, right, Liam?
I have a ticket to play, and that's all I
Hey,
can
that's
say.
great.
So
Cool.
I will be there.
Yeah, doing something.
and I might be playing.
Maybe playing. That's fantastic. We can do some trades. We can catch up. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see Liam try to play a version of Gantu. Do we have any Gantus left, actually?
No. Oh yeah. There's one in Arcasia's Island has the Gantu.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the one where like there's a trap in the background. Going? I forget what I even forget what he does, but there's like a trap in the background, and he's like, you're like looking down at him, kind of.
Yeah.
Dreamborn's failing me. No.
Yeah.
I think he does something with songs. Prevent songs.
Yeah. Something.
Oh, it's the when you play this character, characters can't sing songs. Each player pays 2 more to play actions or items.
Yeah. 2 even. Sorry, catching up in the chat. Somebody asked if anybody for early products pulled an iconic. I know of one that's been pulled by Scott Howling Minds over in the UK. He pulled the Mickey. Gimpy says that there have been 2 pulled. I'm not sure on the second, but I can verify at least 1 has been pulled. It's pretty glorious.
Scott posted some movement of his iconic, and it looks fantastic. Man, I can't wait to see one in person. But if you can't see one in person, check out Scott's feed because it looks really good.
It looks so much better than the teaser that we got originally for it. Like, it really does.
I've got one in here. So, yeah, we can open it.
We could.
It's like Schrodinger's iconic card, you know?
Maybe there's an iconic in there. Maybe I'll put it behind glass and we'll never know.
Maybe there's 2 iconics in there. Maybe there's some kind of like pack misappropriation.
An iconic discard.
A rainbow foil discard.
Yeah. Could be anything. It could even be a boat.
It could even be a Pooh's pirate boat.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll open this. I don't know. I've been teasing this for a while. I'll open this. But you know what? Let's just do it. Let's not drag it out.
No, don't keep it. Oh, you use scissors? What a fancy guy.
I don't use, but like you can't, like, counting in public is hard, and like opening packs like in public, like you don't.
It's like opening a bag of chips. It immediately explodes and goes everywhere. When you have more than one person watching.
In the middle of a meeting, and everybody looks over at you, and yeah, this is the refined way. Yeah, but I'm not a savage. So yeah, so let's
a savage would be opening it with a knife,
right?
I think a savage would be using his teeth.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So here we go. Here's the pack opening experience. There's a lot, mostly reprints, but it is kind of trippy to see like reprints from set 1 alongside cards from other sets. So, you know, Agrabah. This was set Inklands, right? I think this was part of the debut. Yeah,
it was Inklands. This was part of one of the first locations that we got.
This is how you know people have been around a while. Yep, longboat reveal. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Oh, it's Mulan. Prince Eric, set 1. Saw a lot of play back in the day.
He was literally set 1 staple. If you were playing Steel, you were playing Prince Eric.
Yep. And there he is.
Hey, there he is.
Classic. We're at the set 1. This is the classic section here.
That was my favorite playmat in set 1.
Is it still your favorite playmat in set 1?
Set 1? Yeah. No, Maleficent, I think now.
Yeah. Maid Marian, beautiful art. Was this set 4?
Yes.
I think. Question mark? I don't know. It was like all the hits.
This couldn't be any more perfect for just like iconic art.
Right? So yeah, again, like you get Prince Eric and you get the Mickey Mouse, and then you hit Honey Wizard, and then you hit a set 4 card. Like it's kind of trippy. All right. So Camillo. So when we go, I'll go the next two, and then I'll start going from the top so we can peek the symbols. Really stretching out. This is the longest pack I've ever opened, but milk it. There's Wildcat.
I unironically like him a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that card.
Okay.
It felt so good when it first came out.
Well, I think even now, I think he has a lot of implications because he has the text evasive.
That's true. Yeah, pointing out the honey tag on Honey Wizard. What does it mean? I don't know. We'll know one day. And then
Honey tribal.
There we have Bruno's return, and he has certainly returned in this set, and none of us knew about it until just now. So there we go.
Just this moment, right now.
Just this moment. That's funny. All right, so let's again really milk this. Just a rare. Oh,
okay.
Ooh,
that's a card that I forgot existed. Ian McDonald. Ian McDonald has a very distinctive, like realistic style of art. You can recognize his pieces like pretty easily.
What other cards has he done?
So he did the Heroes, We Could Be Immortals, enchanted card.
Okay.
Or no, normal card. He did. He has one of the enchanteds this set, one of the Lion King enchanteds. I think it's the
Circle of Life.
I think maybe? It's Circle of Life. I think that's the only one, I guess. But
no, we also have Scar.
Oh, that's true. Scar is by the new. I don't know who did the enchanted, but the normal one's by Kenny Anderson. But yeah, it's very like there's a lot of shadows. There's a lot of like detail. I'll have to look up the rest of what he does. But when you see it all together, you're like, all right, that's his style.
I really like that color palette for a steel card.
It is good, isn't it? Speaking of Winnie the Pooh, there he is. Is this like how many ramp cards do we have kicking around still? He's got to be one of the few.
Enough that you don't need to play Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, good. Oddly enough, I think this might be this artist's only credited card. I'm not positive, but I think so. All right, are we gonna get something fun and spicy? We are not. That's Queen Hearts.
I swear, I do like the foiling. It does pop really hard, but in person, when you play with it, I just become less impressed. But when you're opening it in a pack, it looks so pretty.
Yeah, it's like everything is reflective, right? Like, so okay. So here's one of the things that makes the foils different. So in the cold foils, what they do is they print like a darker version of the card. The only reason I know is I've got a card where the foil didn't stick, so you can see it like that what the base version looks like. And then they apply an adhesive, and then they put a foil layer on top, and then they pull away the foil layer, and wherever they'd apply the adhesive is where the foil sticks. So they can be very selective about what they choose to highlight and what they don't, what they leave behind. This is different. This is just ink printed on like foil board. So you can kind of, if you print, you can kind of get no foil like on the character, but it's not, you're not choosing where to apply the foil. You're choosing where not to have it. It's a different.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're getting real sciencey on me, bro.
Sorry. And this is not a rainbow foil. This is a rainbow foil. So there you go.
It really is distinct when you have them side by side, though.
Yeah. And neither of them are cold foils. TCG player drives me crazy. All right, I'll get off my soapbox.
I think the best way to see the difference between the cold foils and the new type of foiling is if you can get your hands on any of the Japanese or Chinese cards. Yeah. Then you can compare exactly same card with two different foiling treatments.
Oh, do the Japanese and Chinese cards have different treatments, or
not from each other, but from our set 1 and set 2 that we got in the rest of the world, North America and Europe?
Oh, do they have the new foiling treatment?
Yeah.
What's happening now? Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's
yeah, I'm gonna find a foil. So there we go. So normally this is a cold foil in America, but here in the Japanese version, it's
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's
foil everywhere.
Yeah, and to be quite honest, it's different than these foils too. Look at Okay, we're down rabbit holes now. But look at the text box. You don't get the reflection in the text box. You get it in the.
You get it in the strength and willpower.
Do you get it in the border?
You get it in the strength and willpower and behind the character, oddly enough.
Yep, and you don't have it
on the ink symbol.
Right, but you don't have it in the middle there. And then when you look at these new cards, and I gotta find them again. You have the gloss like everywhere.
Yeah, like literally the entire card shines.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's fascinating. I kind of, for some reason in my head, had pegged them up as being like the same, but no, they're very different.
So it's kind of like almost a reverse of the legendaries, because the character still stands out, but it's not like embossed, whereas the background shines and the character doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So what you all came here for tonight, I know, is
card foiling theories.
Right. Rise of the
Printing tech show.
I just have stuff laying around here.
Speaking of fun theories, just Steven, as a fun historian, do you have anything that might be a fun fact as we're coming up into Fabled, as far as, I don't know, cards that are returning? Any fun facts about any of the returning cards that you may or may not know? I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
Oh, well, thank you for asking. I don't know if I can be as I can provide as good an answer as, say, like a trivia master, which I am not. I rely heavily on spreadsheets full of information that once that day is passed, I don't have to think about it for another 364 days. But I mean, looking at the set, thinking about what's come back. Yeah, I don't think I have a lot of tidbits or trivia in my history database. I just have when some of the key cards in set 1 first appeared or were first revealed, or things of that nature. So I don't know. Let me see if I can bring something up.
Yeah, just as a curious thought experiment, because there were some cards that came back. Obviously, a lot of people had favorites lists, right? Like, I really hope this comes back, really hope this one comes back. But we're kind of got a smattering of all sets 1 through 4. I feel like it's fairly evenly distributed, if I'm not mistaken. Set 1 might have a little bit more
I feel like set
heavy-handed,
really heavily represented. I could, it's
but
just a gut feeling though.
But I don't know that it's like overwhelming. I think it only feels that way because those cards stand out more to us.
That's probably true. We know that set better than any other set in the game. So when you see them, you're like, that's probably true. You're right.
Because you see something like Maid Marian, and like, how many times have you thought about Maid Marian in your life?
I don't know. Four times.
Okay, I've got something for you.
Back. Ooh, okay.
Okay, so we all probably remember the first 6 cards that were ever seen of Lorcana. They were the first 6 cards that were in the collector set at D23 2022.
7, no, because Mickey was a 7th.
Yes, he wasn't in that collector set, but he was really revealed at the same time. So yes,
hold on.
There were 7 cards all at the same time there.
Let me see if I can get them correct. It was Maleficent Dragon for sure. Sapphire Robin Hood. Cruella de Vil.
Yep, in Emerald.
Oh man, now I'm starting to draw blanks.
You got Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. You need Amber, Steel, and Amethyst.
Steel was Tinkerbell? Hercules. No, what was the Steel card?
He was reprinted with different art.
Oh, Captain Hook.
Yeah, that's right. Myself.
Amethyst card, the Queen.
No.
I was so sure on that one. Oh my gosh, now I'm blanking. Was it Maleficent?
Nope.
No. Was it Elsa?
Yes.
Which version of Elsa?
It's Nicholas Cole's 2/3 with the spell book that she's holding.
The spell book.
Uncommon.
How did I forget that? It's literally
which was the first epic revealed.
Yeah, it was literally the first one. Okay, and now I'm just missing the Amber card.
Yep.
Stitch.
Chatnose, yeah, Stitch.
Okay.
So I think all of those came back in Fabled.
There's one that didn't. I'm trying to remember.
Oh well, Captain Hook didn't.
Well, he didn't with Fabled, but he got reprinted last set in Reign of Jafar, so he's still around.
Yes.
Okay, Maleficent. There was one.
No, the
Okay,
Elsa.
Mickey. But Mickey
Elsa didn't come back.
Elsa did come back
Not
because
the
she,
spellbook.
because she got an epic.
No, surely not.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
the first epic card we saw.
And so she has a regular version too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Oh,
okay,
she does, man. I'm
The,
so bad at this.
I think you're right, Steven. For some reason in my head I was like, Mickey didn't come back, but Mickey wasn't one of the original. Mickey wasn't one of the 6. He was the 7th, and Maleficent Dragon was the Ruby card revealed in that. So yeah, they are all back in one form or another. And fun, like Brave Little Tailor's not back, but he's sort of back.
He's essentially back.
Yeah, like the flavor on that card is so good. I'm sure everybody in the chat is tracking, but like the Mickey Mouse legendary becomes Brave Little Tailor when his ability activates, which is like such good flavor. Yeah. So shift 5, and then he gets all the stats of Brave Little Tailor when he
just becomes
does his
becomes the big boy.
So he's here, But shout out to yeah. Chat getting it right. Yeah, but that's a good fun fact. I didn't I in my head I'd counted out because of Mickey, but then Mickey wasn't one of the foiled promos.
I can't believe I forgot the Amethyst card. That's
You want to go a little further? The 8th card that we ever saw was Dragonfire, not back.
Yeah.
But the 9th card we ever saw was the last one to be revealed still in 2022. It was revealed December 26, 2022, and he's back. Do you know what it is? Liam knows what it is.
I know what it is, yeah.
I've no idea what it is.
I can tell. Would the artist help? Would the artist help the chat?
No, the artist wouldn't help me at all.
Let's see if the chat can get it. The artist is Julia Riva. And it was a Christmas present to the Lorcana community.
Was it? You said it was a steel card? No?
It's an amethyst card.
Oh, then yeah, I have absolutely no idea.
I don't have one.
Yeah,
that would have been good.
I'm waiting for the chat to get it. I mean, it makes sense that we didn't get him in summer. Wait.
Is it Olaf?
Yeah.
It is Olaf.
He was the 9th card of. Oh yeah. Somebody got it before me.
Little 1/3 Olaf was the 9th Lorcana card we ever saw.
That's insane.
Yeah. But if I remember right, like we saw his picture, we didn't see like any stats. Like they'd covered all of that. We didn't even know the artist. It was just like the picture and like I think we saw the cost. Like I think the top was revealed, but like I don't think we saw the bottom half of the card because the rules weren't out yet. And yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it was definitely Olaf. Yeah, that card will stick for. After that, Steven, I couldn't tell you what came after that. Those they were so spread out that like. Those definitely.
I think after that there was a long period of absolute quiet from Ravensburger at the start of 2024, and then before they really started the start of 2023, before they really ramped up towards their launch of the game.
Cruella didn't get reprinted.
Oh no, she didn't.
Oh yeah. Somebody call us out. Look at that.
That's okay. She got.
Thank you, ABBC.
Cruella got alt art. The set, yes.
There's an enchanted Cruella, but not that Cruella.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe she didn't have to come back because she got an enchanted.
Yeah, so there's this version. I think is what got enchanted.
Yes.
Oh. Cool. By Juan Diego. All right. All right. I don't know. We've done a lot of talking about Fabled and foils and hot takes. I don't know. Any other hot takes from the group before we call it a night? Any other hot takes from the chat? Like, what do you all think about Fabled?
I don't know if it's a hot take, but I think it's going to be a fun meta. I've been playing with it so far. and I think there's a lot to discover and a lot of things that we're going to have to play around with. Deck building will be more important than it ever has been. I think will be a staple of the set.
Okay. I'm so excited to like see what those first couple tournaments are like, because they're just going to be so different. I'm terrified as a commentator, but I'm really excited to see what you and everybody else have been brewing up.
I'm very excited to actually share what we've been doing, and we have been doing that at the Maelstrom Discord with a small plug.
Yeah. Head on over. I need to get the Maelstrom Discord link in the show notes. I got it in the show notes this week. So
I was gonna say, I can just go ahead and send it to you now, sir.
There you go. We'll get it in the chat here right now. And then you should head on over to the Maelstrom Discord. There's certain, Discords where if you're a competitive player, or even if you're just like competitive like set champs player, they're great places to get information. You kind of hang out there, and Maelstrom is definitely one of those that's worth, a little bit of space on the left side of your Discord server stack. What do you call that? Menu, address book, directory. Yes, this is true. Color is true. But man, it keeps you on your toes. Super fun. Bring back Collectible, man. You must be a Ruby Sapphire.
You must be a time traveler from the future when they do bring back Popsicle.
Right.
Because I'm sure they will. Just not right now.
I mean, you just gotta wait for the Infinity format. The third DLC is going to be Infinity format, so you will get to play Popsicle again.
Yeah. And Tamatoas are going to do this. Yeah.
And we're all going to play Infinity format this December when we all get together to get complimentary wheels from Ravensburger.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I forgot that was happening.
Yeah.
I legitimately thought that was going to happen.
So
Wow.
You got to make a deck.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to make a deck. Everybody's got to make a deck.
I feel like there's going to be spiky. People are going to want those cards.
Look, you want to talk about cards that people want? The Maleficent Dragon set championship that's coming out, I think, is going to be so much harder than even the Rockstar Stitch set championships.
Yeah,
looks great. Everybody's going to want that mat, and there's only one per store.
Are you getting one, Steven?
I don't know. I'm doing some traveling in October, including going to DLC Milwaukee, so I'm missing that weekend. So we'll see.
We have a couple of teammates going to Milwaukee and Bologna, and they're like, "I'm missing 2 weekends of set champs. What is this?" They're like, if I scrub out the first 2 rounds, like I'm leaving and finding the nearest set championships.
Right, a Sunday set champs in Milwaukee. Yeah, it could be good.
I think it would be. Oh my gosh, it would be the most high stakes set champ you've ever been to in your life.
Yeah. Yeah, those Maleficent cards. People want the mat. People want those cards. Like I
want the mat.
They're played. Logan wants the mat. They're played cards. Like they gave us a playable card. It sees fringe play, but it sees play. That's a beloved character that doesn't have an enchanted yet.
This is the enchanted version. What are you talking about?
This is right. Like because Ursula, we had the same Ursula in an enchanted format. Same with Hero.
I think was a bad decision because the set championship artwork is to this day my favorite artwork in the game.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. It's pretty good. So like giving us a playable that some people will want multiple of. I mean, it's really the best thing that's happened since Rockstar Stitch, in my opinion. And those events are going to be tough. I feel like
it will be playable for 2 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Till it's reprinted again. Maybe?
I mean, look, Maleficent Dragon, I think, is always one of those cards that even when you think it's not going to come back, it has the potential to come back. The second Ruby Sapphire or even Ruby Amethyst has a way to utilize her effectively. She's going to be in the decks.
Yeah.
Well, even right now, you can Circle of Life her back into play with a Amber Ruby deck. That's a pretty good surprise.
Yeah, that's true.
You just got to get her in the discard first.
And it's Circle of Life like to a T too, because it's like she comes back to life and she blasts somebody out of existence at the same time. It's like It is so on flavor for that card. Yeah,
You can do that or just Return of Hercules.
that's true, but it doesn't have the same flavor.
It doesn't. No, you're right.
All right, let's rapid fire some of these questions. What do you think the most unexpected reprint cards are the most unexpected? You think? I'm assuming this question is because we know all the reprint cards, like the most playable reprinted card that's unexpected.
I think it's a good question for Steven, actually.
Why? But thank you.
No, just as the history guy, I feel like in general, I think you might have the opinion that I would be most excited to hear.
Oh man, I mean, I think that the exciting thing about rotation is that history doesn't apply to what we are in right now.
Yeah.
What card was good previously? Like we all know what was good and what's come back, and we're excited about these cards that were good that have come back. But are they good now? It is hard to say because the impact of items in the meta is unknown. The impact of evasives in the meta is unknown. The impact of removal, card draw, we just don't quite know how impactful each of these things is going to be. And so we don't know how impactful a previously good card is going to be with the mix of cards that we have now. The same goes for cards that have come back that didn't see a lot of play, like Heart of Tefiti. Not that impactful a card previously. Now one of the few options you have for ramp. Maybe good enough. Maybe in this environment doesn't need to be as fast. Isn't as affected by item removal. Hard to say. I don't know whether it's good, and it's going to take a while for us to all discover whether each of the cards that are coming back have the same impact that they did before.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. For instance, cards like Ursula's Shell Necklace, right? Even in set 1, when card draw was really hard to come by outside of Amethyst, it wasn't good enough. But now we have different songs, we have different singers, we have different ways we can utilize it. Maybe it becomes good enough. The Sapphire Robin Hood hasn't seen a lot of plays since set 1, but maybe that's what Sapphire needs now to have enough gas to actually combat evasives. I don't know. There are so many things that, and just cards that we've just kind of looked over for the past year and a half now, that in the limited pool we have might actually shine until we have our next set.
It was well said. My short answer: Aurora Dreamer Guardian. There we go.
Princess deck, go.
Yep.
I have another short answer, and it is Lantern. I think Lantern is going to make a big impact.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ariwelli.
Yeah.
Set 1. I'm sad. Friends me prepared to gone. Yep. I think all of us too. I'm just gonna go with that. I'm sad Friends is gone, and everybody's sad about Be Prepared. So there we go.
I'm more sad about Friends than Be Prepared, to be honest with you.
I kind of am too. I like Friends. I think it's fair. Bring my popsicle. Yep. Amber Sapphire player. I mean, make it happen. Send us your deck list. Want to see it. Let's see. Color saying day 2 of Ink is Infinity. That's awesome. Can't wait to cover that meta. I didn't know that.
True. I'll be playing that.
That's exciting. I can't wait to talk about
when
what
is that?
It is September 8th, 9th.
You give me one moment. It is September, the weekend of September 13th. So it'll be the 14th. No, I'm lying to you. September 7th.
Yeah. CCS.
Might be the first big Infinity tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Setting the Infinity meta.
No. The first Infinity tournament will be Southside Gaming.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to cover that when that happens here shortly. Maleficent Dragon Promo in the app. Haven't seen it in the app. Seen it on media places, and now I need to go look at it in the app because
it looks so good in the app.
They do such a
if
good
you
job
haven't
there.
updated it, the official companion app has been updated. Go get it. You can now see all of the Fabled cards, all of the alternate treatments, and they do look really good.
Just updated today.
This is my favorite hot take so far. It'll be the first booster box after Chapter 1 to maintain a $100 price point. Every other box drops below 100 in some retailers, which is true. Every box I have been able to get sub $100. Floodborne after a little while. Like Floodborne took a little while after, reprints. But I think this is 100% true. And I will go out on a limb and say this will be the most, I hate to say this word, but like investable box that we're going to see, because you always have the chance of an iconic. Iconic is going to be a very valuable card. There's a lot of chase cards in this set. And here's the deal. Like, I think this set is going to put Lorcana back on the radar of some people that we usually don't like around, like breakers and scalpers and people who are looking to flip product. You're going to see Wheels on Whatnot, because the lottery ticket like hit of that iconic is just such a massive chase that there's gonna be a lot more people coming back around for this product. So I don't know what the print run is, but I suspect that this will be a over time, like upon release, it'll be around 100. We'll get it for normal prices, but over time, it's appreciation. I don't take financial advice. I should stop. Don't take financial advice from me. Do not squirrel away boxes in your closet. And
legally, this is a joke.
Legally, this is completely a joke. But I'll just say I agree with this hot take. All right.
I do think this is going to be a very bought out set of Lorcana in general. I think this is a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I don't think a whole lot of Fable is going to sell," and players aren't going to buy a lot of it. I simply disagree. I think it's going to be a very sought after set in general.
Do you think it's going to be so sought after that it will be scarce?
That is a good question. Actually, I don't know how to answer that.
So Arcasia's Island in many places around the country was hard to get for quite some time in a variety of LGSs. I think that's because of the Tamatoa chase. I think Tamatoa being at the time, like a $60 or $65 legendary, when you pull 5 legendaries in a box, meant that the economics of that box were really good. And Tamatoa was a playable, which people needed. So Arcasia's Island was just like, I think that alone probably explains why in a lot of places it was hard to get. So will it be scarce? It's not going to be set 1, but until there's a second wave that comes out, I can see this product selling out in a lot of different places.
I will say that, yeah. I don't know that like scarcity would be like the word, but I do think that a lot of players and collectors are going to be excited to have it. And it's not just because of one chase card. There's just a lot of chase cards.
Yeah. I mean,
I think look better than they ever have before. The epics are in there.
Yeah.
Why not pick up a pack for $5?
Yeah. I genuinely think that this set has more chase cards than any other set.
Yeah. I mean, let's again, don't take financial advice from us. And this is going a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's kind of fun. Like this card right here, right? Does not see a lot of play, much play at all right now. Did it ever see really play? No, it's uninkable. Is this epic ever like, let's say below $10? Maybe, but
probably not for a while.
I mean, it still hovers around there, right? Like, and so, if this is in the $10 to $20 range, even there, when you get 2 of these per box, 1 per 12, in theory, 2 of these per box, 1 per 12 packs, like it's just gonna be a fun product to open. People are gonna want to rip it. I don't know. Again, don't take financial advice from us. Basically, no idea if we're gonna see reprints in these other sets. We saw reprints in Jafar, like, so it's very difficult. I can't answer this question, but I would love to later. I don't know if any of you have any thoughts.
I imagine
there will be a gargoyle. There will be a gargoyle.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's going to be a gargoyle. I'm sure there's going to be some more Lilo and Stitch, because we are seeing another experiment in the promo art. So,
okay, yeah. Angel will be enchanted, because people love Angel. Let's say the Black Cauldron is a Black Cauldron. That's my pick.
Is that Whispers?
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think the Black Cauldron is very iconic.
First of all, I think you're wrong. Second of all, if the Horned
King...
iconics.
Oh, sorry.
I think the Horned King is got. Oh yeah, Horned King. Final answer.
Okay.
Okay.
For some reason, I went epic with this. In my head. Here's one fun thing. what if, like Logan, you were talking about before, how it's a shame that we didn't get Donald and Goofy and all that. And since the card title is iconic, it would be fun to me if in Whispers we got the Goofy and the Donald in that
the old
treatment.
cool art style. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe wouldn't it be neat if every iconic, just based off that name, was like old school Disney themed?
Yeah, that would be neat. I would like that.
I think we're only going to get like 2 or 3 iconics per set. I don't think we're going to see a lot of them. So,
yeah,
you know, padding out the rest of the Fab 5, Spectacular 6, whatever the 6 is, that'd be great over the next 2 sets.
No, I think that'd be great, and I that would be something like me personally would like. You know, it's something Liam and I talked about before the show. When I first saw the promo material for Fabled, just the Mickey and Minnie, I wanted the whole set to be in that art style, just because I'm an old school Disney cartoon lover. So when we didn't get more of those, I was kind of disappointed. But if they're going to save them for the iconic treatments, I think that's such a great way to honor that old art style.
Yeah, I agree. Collectability compared to other sets, I think we answered that. It's going to be super collectible. Some players won't buy it. A lot of collectors are going to be in it. Here's the other deal. Like, look at Pokemon. Pokemon, I think the player base for Pokemon is somewhere in the range of 25 to 30% of people who buy and open and hoard Pokemon cards are players. So, you know, yes, players drive buying in TCGs, but there's a whole market out there of collectors who can drive sales that aren't players. I don't know if we have that giant market in Lorcana yet. I think it is largely player driven, but they're coming. That's my thought. Yep, because Tamatoa is not playable anymore. I think it's part of the problem, and he's not as expensive anymore. Oh goodness gracious! Ooh. Does this drive the D? No, I don't think so. I think that price is largely set by the collectability of those treatments and the scarcity. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Steven, correct me if I'm wrong. You're the historian. I think there's only like 900 of those folders like in existence. It's somewhere in those hundreds.
Yeah,
it's not many.
Yeah, I don't think there's even that many of the collector set of 6. There's probably about 900 of the Mickeys. I think that's a closer number for that particular card. I think that they were limiting it to 300 sales per day over probably right. 2 or maybe 3 days, but I feel like it's less than 900.
Let's say there's certainly less than 2,000. We don't know that for sure. Like, who knows what warehouses had them, but they're in the thousands, if not hundreds. And so the playability of these cards in the reprint, I think, has no bearing on the price of those cards. I think it's just based on pure scarcity. Yeah. Don't know. This hasn't been confirmed for later sets, but we can assume, I think, going forward, see iconic cards. I mean, have we confirmed that yet?
I don't think that's been confirmed, but I don't think that they're going to create a new rarity and then just have it in one set.
Just abandon it, yeah.
You're right, it's an anniversary set, but yeah, that's just introducing. That's just a good time to introduce and reflect back and bring in all of these cards from the past. That doesn't mean we're not going to take one of the most exciting things about this set and not keep doing it going forward. I'm pretty sure we're going to have iconics.
I think so too.
Yeah, I also agree.
I'm trying to blast through all these comments here. Ursula's Cauldron and Black Cauldron. Sure. I mean, sounds great. I hope that card is never played again ever in Lorcana. It is an instant way to make a game take 5 minutes longer. I love the art. I hate the card.
You remember when we stopped playing Ursula's Cauldron and played Magic Mirror because drawing the card was better than seeing what the card was going to be?
Yes. Every turn. Every turn.
Remember when we figured out drawing the card was just better?
Yeah, right.
I think you could do it twice if you had 2 cauldrons.
Yeah, you could.
I'll take it to the bottom, and then I'll do it again.
Yeah. And every time they would think about it, like you'd ponder your choices. And you know what one of those are already. Stitch and Angel Chance for sure. Yep. Yep. This is a cold take. A cold winter spell take. Yep. Iconic. Maybe. Maybe. It'd be a nice pair.
It would be a nice pair. I'm not gonna lie. I would be really disappointed
Yeah, I'm voting.
Just
I'm
because
voting.
now I've built up the idea that we're gonna get the old school Disney art as the iconics.
Yeah, I agree. Rage B JJ confirming 900, 300 per day. That's that you called it, Steven. Definitely under 1,000. Mickey was 500 a day. Yeah, so there's just not many out there. Not many out there. Disneyland couldn't find any Lorcana in the park or downtown Disney. Yeah, should be. I mean, 100%. We all think it should be. Hopefully it happens. Usually it's in downtown Disney, but or Disney Springs, but
Disney Springs, you could buy starter decks, and I think in the park, so I can't speak for Disneyland. Disney World at Disney Springs, they had starter decks. They didn't have loose packs anywhere, as far as I remember. The only thing you could buy were starter decks. Because like there was a point in the day where Colors Law and I were walking around and people were posting stories of playing in the park. And I was like, how many starter decks did you buy to get all those packs? Because it's the only way you could get packs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're getting there.
So the cards are getting to the point where I think you can start doing trades with certain employees. You have to ask, and some of them will do it. But
that's huge.
Somebody somewhere told me, somebody somewhere that is an employee at a Disney park was like, we do trades for those, but you have to ask, and not everybody does it. So it's starting slowly, but we're getting there.
I'm asking every employee if they have Lorcana cards.
I'm excited for that
And
day.
if say no, here you go.
Yeah,
you just give it to them. Because a lot of characters are starting to see Lorcana cards. So now, just park employees in general are like, oh, okay, well, this is a cool thing, because there are so many stories of characters being given their cards to sign. So it's circulating that way because that became a really big thing people were doing. But yeah, I'm excited for the day that the cards are just as common as the pins.
We're getting inside information here from Rage BJJ, a cast member, talking about where you can find cards in Disneyland. So that's cool.
You can find it at Main Street at the Pen Store and Westward Ho Trading Company. DCA has it in the off page.
I keep trying to get to the end of the comments so we can wrap, and people keep saying interesting things. One thing I want to note here, yes, it's more difficult to trade for cards from a binder than a few pins which are pinned on a lanyard. However,
I disagree.
I think, if I remember correctly, and Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong, but back when Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom was a thing in Disney World, there were multiple places where you could trade, and cast members had little binders where you could trade Sorcerers cards. And these were cards that you get in the park for an in-park game, and they had Disney characters on them and all that. But I think card trading was a thing back then in Disney World, although a little niche. And so I think there's precedent there and ways that people did it, which is fun. I mean, you need a cast member from Disney World now to correct me.
So right now they don't just have pins on lanyards at cash registers. They have big little pin boards. So I don't know that it's harder to have a binder than a pin board that takes up that much space, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Put a 9 sleeve right there on a board.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that in another 11 days, DCA is going to start doing collectors challenges. What are they called? Collectors quests.
Yeah.
Right off the page. So people are going to be handed free packs of Lorcana and be asked to trade with other people. And that's huge. That's fantastic. That's going to kick off a new way to enjoy the parks and a new activity that you can do at DCA.
Yeah. I'm excited about that. Like that's huge. Thanks for running us, Steven. Like that's a big deal.
It's amazing that something like that's happening. Personally, I think.
Yeah, and I hope if it goes gangbusters and there's like hordes of people there, that's gonna send a message.
Yeah, and those are going to be Fabled packs, I would imagine. So people are going to be opening up epics and enchanteds and iconics and asking cast members, what is this? Why is this one different? Oh, because that one's special. That one's really cool. Congratulations, you did it. Where can I get more of these? That's what everyone's going to ask. And it takes off from there.
I genuinely think, and Liam touched on it, I think Fabled is going to be the thing that pushes Lorcana into markets that we haven't been in before. And it's going to be, I think this is going to be a really high point for the game this upcoming season.
Yeah, I agree.
I would love to be the closest LGS to Disneyland. I don't know what that is, but
Can you imagine?
they should let everyone know who they are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The marketing would be insane.
I agree. Melissa correct me in saying that she doesn't recall much trading of sorcerers in the early days there. So yeah, maybe I'm remembering wrong. And I don't know, I played it loosely, but yeah. Anyway, I had to highlight this comment too because Melissa, thank you for being like the one Facebook viewer. I see you out there.
Huge.
Shout out, holding down the fort. I appreciate
Very
you.
rare message pop up from Facebook onto the show.
Yep.
So that's awesome.
Appreciate that. And there was one more comment that I wanted to get to because it's a one-word answer. Where'd it go? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to find it. And it might be our last question unless somebody pops up another one. Oh, here it is. What are your predictions for an online mobile gaming solution this year or next? No, non-zero. That's my prediction.
I will tentatively say next year. That's my tinfoil hat Golden Globe hope.
I think it's more likely 2028 than 2026.
Look,
that's right.
You gotta let me pretend to have hope, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Have hope. Hope is great. I think you should have it. And
look, until it gets smashed, it's fine. Like I'll just continue hoping. If it helps anything, I did have hope that would happen at the beginning of this year, so I just keep on pushing back my timeline.
Your hope will never get fully smashed. So
a dream is a wish your heart makes.
That almost is patronizing.
No, it is not meant to be, but yeah, we'll see. My prediction in the next year. Okay, so in this year, if the question is in this year or next, like maybe at the tail end of 26, maybe, but I'm with Steven. I think 27, 28 more likely.
I'll say like this year, no shot, but
yeah. Anyway, these things take time. There's licensing. There's all sorts of issues.
Disney red tape, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, but one day, and again, this is based purely off my own gut and instinct, and nothing that I know. All right, I think we're through all the.
I would say that if we ever get an online client, it will probably come at rotation. That would just be the logical time to put it in when you've got a bunch of cards that you no longer have to program, and you have this 5 sets. That's it.
Assuming that they don't want Infinity format playable in said thing.
Oh, they will want that. But do you think we're going to get that right away?
I mean, look, again, hope.
A dream is a wish your heart made.
How are you going to make a thing and like not let Dragonfire or Brave Little Tailor be playable cards? Come on.
When
they can be in the game if they're in print.
It gets more relevant the more we talk.
This is great. We should end every show with me smashing Logan's dreams.
Yeah, I do like this rapid fire question from the chat though to close things out. It's kind of fun. All right, I said we're gonna do an hour, and we are hour and
over. Yeah, it just happened to go that long. It's fine.
It was fun. We talked about
Steven being here has been like really fun.
Yeah,
talking to Steven.
It was a lot of fun. We got history, we got foils, we talked D23, we went everywhere. So I don't know. Before I do my closing spiel, like Steven, any closing thoughts on Fabled? What are you up to? How can people follow you? What do you got going
on? Closing thoughts on Fabled. I'm really excited about the set. I think it's going to be super fun to play. I'm really excited about Limited. I haven't seen any good videos about how I'm going to be prepared for next week for the launch events. But, those are all coming this week. This is going to be a great week for Limited videos. So
like starter deck videos?
Those out? No, I mean for like sealed or draft.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a lot of that this weekend. and how this collection of reprints fits together in a limited format, I think is going to be very exciting. It'll be our first chance to play with cards from sets 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9 all together in one set. So it'll be a lot of fun, I think. So that's my thoughts on Fabled, and people if can follow me on X mostly at sgettle, and also at Lorcana History, where there's one or more posts per day about what happened a year or more ago.
And they are always, every time it's just like a memory lane, or just like a mind blow. Like, oh my, I can't believe it was that long ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I can vouch. And it's going to get better as we go too, because of course, as the years go on, we add more things. And I don't know if you've marked down today, Steven, that this is the day that Bruno was revealed by surprise. But next year, we're going to see that come back around, and I'm excited. Yeah.
This is the day we don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, it's Bruno Day. And yeah, so Logan, any closing thoughts? What are you up to this week? And I don't know, why should people hang out in the Maelstrom Discord?
So we're trying to every day have games being played in the Maelstrom Discord, just to show off like what we're working on. We're really, all of us are genuinely very excited about this set, more so than we have the last couple of sets. Between worlds testing and formats kind of getting figured out, this is a completely new and fresh territory that no one has been in. So we're all kind of hitting the ground running and just throwing a lot of things at the wall and seeing what sticks. I will say that I think Fabled is a fairly varied format right now, and I think it's going to take us a while to solve it or figure it out. There's so many things, and Steven even alluded to it. There's so many cards that we just haven't even looked at for a year and a half because they just wouldn't have been good enough, and now they might be. We don't know. So a lot of testing is going on, and I'm having a blast with it.
It's awesome. I really can't wait to see what you all come out with. Did you say your first event is, when's your first event?
My first event, I'm going to the TFM Dan his store. They're having a opening weekend event. I'm going to that, and then the weekend after is Ink, and then the weekend after that is Denver PPG.
I'm gonna see you at 2 of those. That'll be exciting. It's gonna be good. All right. Well, with that, I just quickly plug the channel here. Thank you all for hanging out and watching. Episode 100 of our Monday night live streams, give or take an episode or two. Steven, you keep us on track with those. But we have a couple fuzzy episodes. This is one. This is episode 99 and a half. So episode 100 will be next week. We have aspirations to have a bunch of guests on to revisit some of our favorite moments, and there have been some fun ones, and to give away a bunch of stuff. So we'll be doing that next week. Set your calendars. I said last week we'd be doing it this week. I lied. We're gonna be doing it next week. So come on back, and we'll try to send out some reminders throughout the week. I know we at the very least have one Enchanted being given away by the hosts of Enchanted Chatter. So thanks to them, and hopefully we'll have some more fun stuff. I also want to say, I don't usually plug our YouTube content, but in case anybody's interested in a couple things. One, we had some pretty good Gen Con coverage. I did mention this last week, but if you're interested in where the game is going, or hearing from some of the people behind the game, we have interviews with Lane Chase, Stephen Cooper, and Greg Tito, competitive play, communications, and then Lane Chase is the TCG lead for Ravensburger. So really insightful interviews there, and they're about 12, 15 minutes long, pretty digestible, and they're pretty informative if you're into the game. We also have an overview of Collection Quest where we follow a player throughout. It's a player that you all might know on the Twitter sphere, and it's a lot of fun, and you can get a feel for what Collection Quest is there. And then today we released our Epic box opening. It's a pun for Fabled. You can see what we got there, although you saw most of it on the show tonight, but you can go watch that. And then we also did a really fun video covering the puzzles and a speed puzzling event that we were in. And it's probably one of my favorite videos that we've ever edited. And nobody's going to watch it, but it's a lot of fun. And JDC is ridiculous. So
just you wait till all of the Ravensburger puzzlers find this video.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. A couple of them are in it. So, but it's really fun. And there's a whole story arc, and there's a villain and a hero, and it's a lot of fun. So sort of a villain and a hero. Other than that, thank you for being here. Jump into the Illumiteers Discord if you want to connect with us between shows or give us any ideas or show notes. And we also have a Patreon. And shout out to all of you who support us on that, because Restream and Zencaster and Adobe and all the things cost money. So appreciate you all for helping us out there. With that, I think that's all the things I need to say. So we'll see you all next week.